The post-walk ritual. Welcome back to Nino-Inu. Today, we're tackling a moment that, for most dog owners, passes entirely unnoticed. The exact instant you walk through your front door after a walk. Think about your routine. You get home, you unclip the leash, you take off your shoes, and you move on with your day. If this is your standard procedure, I want you to pause for a moment. You are missing a goldmine, a critical window of time to transform your relationship with your dog. Today, we aren't just talking about a neck rub. This isn't a fluff piece about pampering. This is a masterclass on managing your dog's energetic transition, performing a daily health check, and consolidating a bond of absolute, unwavering trust. If you want to move from being an owner to a guardian, someone who truly understands their dog's language and physical needs, stay with me. By the end of this deep dive, you'll see your daily walk in a completely different light. The neck, the zone zero of stress. To understand why we focus on the neck, we have to look past the surface. Why the neck? Is it just where they like to be scratched? No. The neck is, biologically and physiologically, the zone zero for stress. Think about your dog's experience during a walk. They are bombarded with stimuli, the smell of a passing cat, the sound of a distant car, the tension of the leash, the constant micro-adjustments they make to navigate their environment. Their neck is the primary axis. It's the physical bridge connecting their brain, their command center, to their body. When your dog is in go mode, their muscles are engaged. They are scanning, reacting, and processing. That physical and cognitive effort isn't just happening in their paws. It's being channeled through their cervical spine and the complex muscular structure of the neck. If you don't provide a way for your dog to decompress, that energy doesn't just disappear. It stays trapped. It lingers as systemic tension. By ignoring this, you are leaving your dog in a state of high alert long after the walk has ended. What we are doing here is helping their nervous system shift. We are moving them from the sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight or go state, into the parasympathetic nervous system, or the rest and digest state. A dog that cannot reach the rest state is a dog that eventually develops chronic anxiety. But before we get to the technique, we need to address something critical: how your hands can serve as your most important diagnostic tool. Here is where the difference between a casual pet owner and the dedicated guardian becomes clear. You must view this ritual not as a favor to your dog, but as a clinical checkup. First, let's talk about parasites. In warmer months, the neck is the hotel of choice for ticks. They love the density of the fur and the protection the neck folds provide. When you massage your dog, your fingers are your sensors. If you detect a lump within the first 24 hours, you aren't just petting them, you are potentially saving them from tick-borne diseases. Second, pain identification. We often assume a dog is fine because they are eating and wagging their tail, but dogs are masters at hiding chronic pain. If you touch the neck and they flinch, or they pull away, or they tense up their shoulders, that is not a behavioral quirk. That is a message. That is a sign of cervical inflammation, a muscle knot, or perhaps the early stages of a spinal issue. If you make this a daily ritual, you create a baseline. You will know exactly what normal feels like. And the moment that normal changes, you will know to consult a professional. This is the difference between catching a health issue in its infancy and dealing with a chronic, costly, and painful condition later on. The protocol of trust. The technique. Now, let's get into the mechanics. The first rule of this protocol is consent. Never force a dog into this. If your dog comes home from a walk and is still physically buzzing, pacing, panting, or looking to play, do not force the massage. Give them time to settle. The massage happens when they are ready to be still. Step 1, the initial contact. Start where they feel safe. If they enjoy their lower back or the base of their tail being scratched, start there. Build the bridge of trust. Watch their body language. Are the eyes soft? Is the breathing deep? That is your green light. Step 2, the base of the skull. Gently use your fingertips to perform small circular motions right where the skull meets the neck. This is where the muscles attach, and this is where the tension from sniffing the ground all day lives. Keep it slow. Step 3. The descent. Slowly move your hands down the sides of the neck towards the withers, where the neck meets the shoulders. Use minimal pressure. Think of it as smoothing out the energy. This is also where you perform your health check for parasites. Step 4. Vocal reinforcement. Speak to them. Your voice is a grounding wire. Don't use baby talk. Use a low, calm, reassuring tone. They need to hear that the environment is safe, that you are the leader, and that it is time to switch off. The mistakes that break the bond. To be a true expert, you must know what not to do. First, do not humanize this. Do not force your dog into human postures because you think it looks cute. Respect their anatomy. If they want to lie down, let them lie down. If they want to stand, let them stand. Second, never use this time to scold them. If your dog pulled on the leash during the walk, do not use this massage to correct them. If you mix discipline with physical touch, you will destroy the trust. The massage must remain a safe zone. Third, do not ignore the warning signs. If your dog shows aggressive defensiveness, growling, or snapping when you touch their neck, please do not persist. Do not try to show them who's the boss. If they react that way, it is because they are in pain or have an underlying trauma. Stop immediately, give them space, and consult a professional behaviorist or veterinarian. Ignoring that signal is the fastest way to break your bond forever. Prevention is real love. Ultimately, this ritual is more than a luxury. It is a health tool. It does not replace the veterinarian, but it is the first line of defense. Remember, a dog neglected in their physical and emotional care is a form of abandonment, even if they sleep in your bed. Providing these moments of calm is your greatest responsibility as a guardian. Love your dog for who they are, respecting their unique nature, their boundaries, and their needs. If you give them this time, they will give you your trust. Thank you for investing your time in your dog's well-being. If this deep dive has helped you understand your companion on a deeper level, subscribe to Nino-Inu and share your story in the comments. How does your dog react when you give them that post-walk neck rub? We want to hear from you. Until next time, experts.